to end a lot of his books with the idea that prophecy is going to return, and that just really made a big difference for me. And he emphasized that it's not going to happen. It's going to happen, and as he brings the pasuk from Yoel, he brings the pasuk "V'ashpochet ruchi al kol basar." Hashem says, "I'm going to pour my spirit on all flesh." And he says in Yeshayahu, "Umale'ah ha'aretz de'eh et Adonai, k'mayim liyam nechasim," and the earth plane will be filled with the knowledge of Hashem, with the consciousness of God, like the waters fill the sea. And in Yirmiyahu, it says, "Ve'lo yoma ish le'achiv ve'ish le're'ehu da' et Hashem, ki kulam yed'u oti miktanam ve'ed gedulam." And no man will say to his brother or his friend, "You know Hashem, you got to know God." And I shall tell you how. No, because all of them will know me, from the small to the great. So those verses are like our hope. They are our hope. They're our connection to the hope of what the world is all about. So we have to hold on to them very strong, that Hashem is going to return to lift us up, to pick us up, to elevate us. And it's very important now, what we're going to talk about tonight, the Purim story. But in order to do that, I want to go back and explain a few things about reincarnation and principles about reincarnation that are, maybe you'll know some of them, maybe you'll heard some things, but I want to put everything try to put everything into a perspective. And the idea that the Rambam says in Hilchot Tshuva is that, the way he puts it is that when a person wants to do tshuva, so Hashem tests that person, and he uses the example of a man, and he uses the example of a man with a woman. He says the guy has to be still young, still virile, with the same woman, and we can say later that it's not the same woman, but it's the same idea, and he has to say, "No, I'm not going to do it this time." In other words, Hashem creates situations for us in which we will be tested. That's the same idea with Adam Rishon and Chava. Later on, there's another one we'll talk about, I hope, if I don't forget how to connect all these things, that there's recurring moments in history where the same test is given to us, not to trip us up, because Hashem was cruel, but to give us a chance to overcome, because that's the only way to fix, to rectify. And therefore, what the Rambam talks about is talking about within a person's lifetime, within a certain moment of time or area of time. But the truth is that it spans lifetimes. This idea spans lifetimes. And it's what I call the idea, hi, Batsheva, welcome. It's the idea of same characters, different costumes. That Hashem brings back. He's a master movie maker. He's a master director. And if you understand history, which we're going to try and do in a moment, if you understand history as a movie, an incredible panoramic movie with many, many, many scenes, billions of scenes, but all of them directed by one single director. It changes your whole idea of what the Torah, if we would see the Torah as a movie, 5-hour, 6-hour movie, we'd get it, and the whole world would get it, and we'd say, "Oh my God, wow, that's what it's about." You know, when you see a play,